It's Elisha Goldstein, founder of the Mindful Living Collective, and I want to give you something that's going to hopefully support your life in just a few minutes' time. And this is something that comes out of my own experience, 20 years of supporting people as a mindfulness educator and as a psychologist, and also comes out of my own feeling that I'm experiencing right now. And I've been receiving messages from people all over the world talking about feeling overwhelmed by their emotional state, feeling like they're stuck in patterns and habits that they developed over COVID, or that this time has exacerbated old patterns and habits that they want to make a shift from, or feeling disillusioned with the state of the world, or unhappy in their relationships, or other people have talked about feeling really disconnected and alone. And if any of these connect with you, then please know that you're not alone at all. And so it's time for a shift in our lives. And so that's what this video is about. And I'm going to put out a few videos here that are going to talk about a few different things and give you practical things to bring into your life right now to help you shift from this place into a better state. And hopefully that can be more lasting for you. And so let's just get to the first one. And so this is what this video is going to be about. First one is to recognize if you're feeling any of these things, right? If you're feeling any of these things, we recognize it. That brings blood flow to the prefrontal cortex, which is involved with emotion regulation, impulse control, having a sense of perspective. It allows us to step into that space between stimulus and response where choice, possibility, and growth lies. And then we can recognize that we're carrying this in our bodies. We're carrying this stuckness in our bodies initially. And so we need to release it. So we need to shake it out, take a deep breath, release it either through your mouth, through your nose, do a dance, whatever it is, release that energy. And then what we want to do is we want to refocus. So the refocus is, so you see that 3 R's, recognize, release, refocus. Practice that with some level of practice and repetition. And then we get to this part where we're looking at what is it that we really want? What's the shift we want to make? We have to give our brain a North Star. So what's the shift we really want to make right now? Is it to feel more love and connection in my relationships? Is it to get back in touch with my body and start treating it well with exercise and better food? Is it to refocus on my work and my business? I really need to be more productive. I've been really distracted lately. What is the shift that I want to make in my life? Is it to love myself more? Is it to dial down the inner critic and love myself more? What's the shift I want to make? And then we have to ask ourselves, why do I want to do it? What's it going to give me? So we have to tell ourselves, we have to ask ourselves this question so that we can have a reason for doing it. Reasons give us energy. And so, and our brain makes decisions based on its emotional state. And so we have to give ourselves reasons. So if it is to get into a better place, or if I had more love in my relationship, I'd feel more connected, and that would create ripple effects across my entire life. Or if I was able to focus and be more productive at my job, then I can actually be more effective and make more money, and then I could support my family, or I could do other things, or whatever it might be. Why am I doing this? What am I going to get out of it? Or if it's just to meditate and I'm going to create more ease and calm and balance in my life, and I'll be able to handle this difficulty and come out of the other end of it stronger. Why am I doing this? So we get to the what, why, and then we get to the how. And so how am I going to do this? So what are we going to begin to implement? So this is, now that part's up to you. You're going to come up with your plan depending on what it is. But I just wanted to give you these few things. Take a couple notes right now and take just 10 minutes aside and do this practice, right? Recognize, release, refocus with the stuckness. Then ask yourself, what is it I'm actually after? What's my North Star? Why do I want it? And how am I going to do it? That's the very first pillar we want to get to, is shifting our life. So we don't need to go any further right now at all. Be on the lookout for another video that's going to come, that's going to talk about the next thing that we're going to do to actually shift our lives. But this is so important as a foundation. So hopefully this was helpful to you, fruitful for you, and please go ahead and comment or anything that you've learned from this. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.